well. To Bernie, who's burning? As in Home Office co-founder Bernie Marcus, who says, mark this down, this thing is now out of control. It really is, Bernie. What do you make of this?
Well, it's not a big shock to me, Neil, and it goes way beyond that. We're talking about conservative groups, and I think that the problem with the IRS is much more deeply ingrained in what's happening in the world. You know, Neil, you and I have had conversations over the years, and I think about a year ago I started to tell you that in my working with this creation of the Job Creators Alliance,
right,
you know, which is we're trying to get business people together, small business people, people who don't have lobbyists in Washington. And I've spent, I don't know, now 2 years talking to business people, both and anybody who basically doesn't have a lobbyist, could have 1,000 employees down to somebody who has 50 employees. And there's those people who are running businesses that are significant. So let's say I have 500 employees, 700 employees, and I go to them and I say, what do you think about this Job Creators Alliance? And they say, a great idea, it's a wonderful idea. And then they say, but I got to be very careful, I can't do it. And I say, why? And they say, because they're going to get me. And I say, who's going to get you? And they say, you know, the government. I have never, ever, in my experience, and I've been around a long time, Neil, and I've been in the business world for you know, since 1960, I've never seen business people afraid of their government before.
Well, wait a minute. Would you say, Bernie, if you were a big, prominent Democrat, or any of those who want to be involved would they encounter the same?
Right now, under this administration, no. But I think that anybody who speaks out. Now, I'll give you an example. If you go out and you speak about the cost of Obamacare, if you go out and tell the truth, and by the way, let me tell you something. I have talked to so many business people, and they have all said the following to me. We are not hiring full-time employees. We're hiring part-time employees. But don't let that get out. Yeah. We don't want the news to get out. And I say, why? And they say, you know why. They'll get me. Now, that's paranoia. But you know what? You have to have paranoia when you're dealing with people like this. So they're afraid of the IRS. They're afraid of the SEC. They're afraid of the EPA. They're afraid of the NLRB. And it all comes from big government, and it all comes from, you know, the pressures that are being brought on them politically. So I think it's a scary kind of a situation, and I hope that Congress stays on it. I hope they don't back off, because this is a serious problem for all of America.